my dear Littleton group leader family. We are halfway through January and here I am. Here you are. And yes, here is my Christmas tree. And yes, we are those people, all right? Don't fret, it's going down on Monday, but man, my daughter loves the lights. How can I take that away from her, all right? You know, I gotta confess, the new year is often my absolute favorite time of the year. To me, it's as if January 1st is like National Grace Day, where we can set our eyes on a fresh new year ahead of us, have a fresh starting line to run after and become all we long to be over the next 364 days. I do often have high aspirations that are held up by high expectations, and there's so much I aim to achieve, often in my own strength and within my own willpower. And over the last couple of years, I've grown and achieved some things and goals, albeit in ways I didn't exactly plan on, that earlier New Year's Day. But whether you're a resolution person or a word of the year person, or whether you're absolutely not and you're totally checked out, man, please hear me out. Because this January has absolutely humbled me. Earlier this past week, I woke up to 2 text messages. One of them from my mom that told me that she had been in the hospital for a few days already, fighting pneumonia, and what the doctors came to find was like a deep-set infection of valley fever in her lungs. And the other text, it was actually from one of the guys in my men's group. His name's Tyler. Tyler is actually one of our security volunteers at the Littleton campus. But he too had been in the hospital for a few days already. And he had just been diagnosed with cancer. A couple guys on our team and I got to be there in his room just seconds after the doctors told him that it was stage 4, aggressive and terminal. Even with chemo, his doctors are hoping for about a year. He's 38. I was with Tyler as he started chemo on Friday, and then the next day I flew out to Arizona to take care of my mom after she got out of the hospital. And then somewhere across those 2 environments, I picked up that stomach virus that's been going around, and that absolutely took me out for a few days. Tyler is moving forward in his recovery with just unbelievable strength and a peace that truly surpasses all understanding. He is at home with God, whether it's in this body or in the life to come. But we are praying and believing for miracles, and so I'd ask that you do the same with me. My mom is regaining her strength, and it will be a long road of treatment as she clears this infection from her lungs, but she is ever positive and filled with joy. And then I feel so silly to even say in the same breath that I'm doing fine now. Because who am I for the security I've placed and the attachment that I might have on the health of this physical body? And while I've long practiced and preached in the care of your body because, and I still believe, it affects the health of your whole person, your soul and your spirit. But as I watch the fit, healthy body of my dear friend turn on him, I'm so brutally and humbly reminded that this physical life isn't where our home is. We're not human beings having this spiritual experience. No, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And I'm not trying to paint this dualism here where the things of the body are bad and we should just focus on the more immaterial, ethereal aspects of ourselves. No, again, you are a whole person. God created you with a body, and He called it very good. And so without diving into a full theology of the body with you, I think the point I'm trying to make, or perhaps the question I'm trying to ask, is this. Where is your focus in this new year? What are you focusing on? And I'd encourage you to take a really hard look at the motivations running underneath that. And I'm not saying this is you, but man, speaking for myself, I all too often find myself drawing comfort from the things of this world instead of who I truly am in God, how He sees me, who He says I am, the beautifully ordinary and wonderful ways in which He's blessed my life. It's these truths that we spend so much time in church hearing, but there needs to be a practice. There needs to be this intentional way that we can combat the noise and the current of this world to truly know what it's like to be at home in God. And so this is what I want to take this next year to focus on. This is my theme of the year, and I want to invite all of you into that as well. And so during our monthly group leader collaboration starting in March, and throughout these monthly emails, we'll be exploring kind of these deeper concepts of what it means to be at home in God, or hospitality and a life just steeped in prayer. Because we are not immune to the troubles of this life. I know so many of you that have walked through your own diagnosis, your own heartbreak and tragedy, your own miscarriage, your own loss, the estrangement. It's because of these times that we need each other. And so I want to leave you with a passage of scripture that surely you know well by now. Therefore, we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So, we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. I love you. Thank you guys for doing this thing with me for another season. And I look forward to being at home with God, with all of you in 2025. Grace and peace.